Hello, hello.
Hey brother, how are you?
Is this the home studio or the jam space, the temporary jam space for the time being?
It is temporary jam space. I'm up in the mountains outside of Los Angeles. Man, I've been here for like almost 3 weeks and just losing my mind. Yeah, we were on tour on the East Coast and all the shows got canceled. So we flew home and then yeah, I got out of LA, man. I was just like I was pretty freaked out.
I'm kind of jealous that you got to just hightail it out to the mountains. That's really nice.
Yeah, I woke up to snow yesterday, more snow today. It's nuts, man. It's like it was my birthday yesterday and I
Yeah,
woke
happy
up.
birthday.
Thank you. And but like to wake up to like snow, it was my first birthday snow. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really cool.
Well, when you and I talked in January over the phone, you were asking me what the weather was like then, and it was like -40 or some nonsense.
I remember that.
Obviously, you're in isolation. I'm sure it's a far different birthday than you've ever had. Like, did you spend a lot of it doing video calls?
Yeah, my sweet wife set up a Zoom party happy hour thing
Cool, man.
and it was like it was I'm just getting to it's nice with Zoom when there's 2 people talking, but when there's 15 people, it's a lot, man. It
Yeah.
was really sweet though, and everybody sent me like nice messages, and it was actually like I was content with it being just another day, I guess, but it
Yeah.
turned out to be like all my friends, the band, and everybody kind of really stepped up and really made me feel loved yesterday. It was really cool.
Was tomorrow always going to be the release date of Upside Down, or has that changed in the last few weeks?
No, I mean, it's always been April 10th,
Okay.
and, like, lyrically, I mean, honestly, man, like, 2 weeks ago, I was, like, begging my label. I was like, "Just put it out. Just
Hmm.
get this song out," because I think it's, like, weirdly appropriate for right now, and yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of really it was an odd thing when all this started happening, and we were playing a show in Philly, and we played Upside Down for the first time at soundcheck, and the band was just like, "Dude, put this out right now." So
Hmm.
I'm pretty psyched it's coming out, and I'm psyched that it's like an upbeat tune, and I feel like because that's kind of like what I'm listening to right now at home. Like I'm really not going deep on like I'm trying to keep it light and upbeat, like with the music I listen to, because it's just such a weird time. It's like it keeps me kind of calm. The first line is every single night I watch the evening news and wonder. And I'm like, that's me right now so much because I can't turn the news off. But like for good or bad, it's like I'm obsessed with watching it, and it's just I think lyrically like right on point with where I'm at right now. So I feel good about that. We wrote it and recorded it in one day. It was just
Oh
like
wow.
it was just really fast, and it all just came together really fast. And then we moved on and finished the record, and then we were all just like, wow, man, it's really like the record is all over the place like most Mondo stuff is, but this one like felt really good and we're like, "Oh, I can't wait to release this."
Recorded it in one day. You wrote and recorded it in one day. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we move really quick around here. It's pretty rad. Like my drummer can record drums at his place, so I can just send him an idea and he'll just record it, and that's what he did. He sent over the drums like in an hour. Sometimes lyrics take forever. Like sometimes it takes me like 3 weeks to write it, like finish the lyrics, but that one I just finished, put the vocals on real quick, and then we added the guitars and all that stuff. And yeah, I think it was done in a day. It's nuts.
You're also dropping the music video tomorrow too, right?
Music video comes out tomorrow. We actually shot 2 videos for it in one day. The main one comes out tomorrow, and then we also recorded a live version of it. Like I don't know if you remember, but that Nine Inch Nails video, March of the Pigs,
Mm,
when it was like
I
them
think
on a
so.
white bike and they replayed the whole song actually live. I was always like, man, that is just such a move. That is so like it's live, you know? And so we did it and recorded it. It sounds great and it turned out great. I think we're gonna release that one next week. So big video tomorrow and then the live video the following week.
What other plans have changed for the next few months? I know you said you've been up in the mountains for 3 weeks. I didn't realize that almost a month ago you actually had a show with an artist who,
Rubes, yeah.
yeah, Reuben in the Dark. Have you played shows with him before?
No, I've never played, and dude, I was so excited to have him, like,
Yeah.
because he was gonna open up all the East Coast things. So my band and I got out to New York, where our first show was in Philly, played that show, and then Ruben was supposed to meet us, I think 2 days later in Boston, and he
Mm,
was texting, and it was really interesting, like, how the text began, because it was like, "Hey, man, just checking to make sure you're doing these shows." And I was like, "Yeah, as of now, band and I are showing up. We're doing all the shows. You know, I'll let you know if that changes." And then I felt really bad for them because they had to drive like 30 hours to get to Boston. They were driving back across. And I was like, oh man, like I'm gonna feel so bad if these shows get canceled and these guys drove all the way out. And then he texted, he's like, hey, I'm gonna send my band home. I'm gonna do these shows acoustic. And I was like,
oh,
that's great. And then it turned into, I can't do this. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get back into Canada. And I was like, dude, understand, like no sweat.
yeah,
Nuts. Like over
yeah.
like the course of 3 days, like when it really started hitting hard, it was just like and the band's just on their phone the whole tour, just
Hmm.
like reading news that isn't even accurate, and we're just like, we're all just building it up and freaking each other out. It was crazy. It'll be interesting to get back on the road whenever that happens and kind of like talk to people after the show and like see where everybody's at.
How many dates did you have to postpone?
It wasn't a full, like, 3-week tour or anything. That would have been terrible.
Did you get to do your hometown show?
We got to do one, and that's when people showed up, and it was like, I could tell the band and I felt a weird guilt about bringing people together. So then after the second, we had a show in Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun, and we went up there, played that show, and then we just canceled everything. We didn't want to do it anymore. It's nuts, man. I just can't wait to get back on the road, but it's like, there's so many different, some people are like, oh, June. I'm like, June ain't happening, man. you know, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just hoping we can get back out in the fall. So, I mean, we do need to make money at some
Hmm.
point, because this is just like, it's scary. I have no idea. Like, if I could, I would go get a normal job right now, but it's like nothing's open. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I don't know what to do. And talking to other bands and people in my position, it's just like, it is weird, man. Like, it's scary. It's a little scary, but I'm optimistic that we'll get through it.
We've been told that, hey, there's still ways for you to support these musicians. You can stream their music, buy their music, buy their merch. But I took a look at your merch page, which is fantastic, by the way. I want to talk about
Oh,
that in a
thanks, man.
second. And you've got a notice there that says like your warehouse is closed down,
We
so it's
can't,
not an
I
option.
can't make money right now if there's nothing I can do. And we were looking into doing like a live thing, because some of these things you can raise money and people can donate. But I'm just like, I don't really want to ask people to do that because like everybody's hurting right now. There's not one person that's like, oh yeah, I got this. It's like, yeah, so we shut down. I don't want anybody shipping out our merch. Like, I don't want anybody in that situation. I don't want, yeah. So right now, like, I'm just trying to do like anything that helps the cause, like live Instagram, you know what I mean? Like those kinds of things, me playing acoustic kind of stuff. I had an idea. So the boys and I, even though we're all quarantined, all the boys like record their own stuff. They're all like amazing musicians and have their own side projects and stuff. So I put it to them. I was like, guys, do you mind if we record a song for every Tuesday in April where we release like a live song, but we all record and videotape ourselves playing in quarantine in our separate places. And we released the first one. It was a song called Chemical Dream. I released it on Tuesday, and I didn't, people just, they loved it. And I was like so thankful because the boys worked really hard on it.
I don't know how it's working for you in the mountains. How are you stocking up? You got a grocery store around the corner or something?
We go once a week and we just stock up for the week.
Yeah.
It's been kind of fun because we've been like planning out our meals, which is like new for us.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like, okay, Monday night, how about we have tacos? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's been weird because we were like kind of the first people going into our grocery store up here wearing gloves and masks, and everybody was giving us the stink eye because I
Yeah.
think maybe they thought we were sick, maybe, or like we were city slickers or something. We got a ton of toilet paper, not too much, just the right amount.
So what I want to do is build a list of what you didn't get when you were at the grocery store last time.
I forgot to get sugar. I like to put sugar in my coffee. Thank God there's like my coffee is like it's my favorite part of the day.
Is there anything you want to say to our listeners about the song itself or Mondo Cozmo in the next few months?
I just want to say I hope everybody's doing okay and keeping their heads up and just, I really think we'll get through it. And I wish you all the best. That's all I can say.